How's your second go at it going this time?
Oh, it's going good. Feel good being in the spot I'm in right now. Wormley and Taco got me ready for it, so I'm just anxious and happy just to keep on going.
Your name has been consistently one of the first that, Don Brown and Mo Hurst have brought up as someone who can have a breakout year. What does it mean to have that confidence so early of your teammates and coaches?
Just make me want to work harder, just keep on perfecting my craft and just keep on working. That's about it.
Some of your teammates questioned the legitimacy of that 40 time. Was that accurate?
we see when my time's up, but that day I was feeling good, was moving fast. So.
Who were you running against that day? And were you running against receivers and stuff?
Oh, no, we just, our D-line group, we just ran 40, so that's what it was.
You didn't see anyone in front of you?
Nah.
How much changed for you, like in terms of physically? Did you feel like you needed to do some things differently this offseason in terms of weight or strength?
Just right now, just what I felt I had to do was just get my body right, getting my body more in shape, and I'm just ready to take the banging that we take during the season. So I think I did that and just worked on my mental game. And when I say mental, that's just hitting the film. And I'm looking at things that I messed up on last year, where I need to go in this year and keep on working. And watching Taco and Wormley film and how they played certain blocks. And so just mentally and just physically. And throughout the offseason, I definitely did that.
You mentioned watching Taco and Chris Wormley's film. Have they planned on repping you at both end spots, or are you just specifically an anchor?
As of right now, I'm just ready to play whatever coach wants me to play. So that's about it.
Have you been repping at both spots this first 3 days of practice?
Oh, yes, sir.
Off the field, how did Taco and Chris help you to prepare you for your second go-round here, your second year?
Well, off the field wise, I always talk to him, and when he was going through like the draft and things like that, the combine, they just told me how things was and how I got to keep on working and keep on doing what I need to do, and just keeping my head up because he said we got a lot of young guys coming on the D-line. I need to take the leadership step out we did with you, and just keep that in the back of my head because they really helped me throughout my first year.
Are you reaching out to some of the freshmen and doing the same thing as well?
Oh yes, every day. Curry Malone, Hatcher, Jeter, everybody basically on the defensive line that's young, that we need to get going because it's a long season and I want them ready to play.
Rashan, you mentioned you haven't got a chance to watch film, or did you say you've watched film?
Yeah, I watched film.
Just watching film in general. I mean, how much have you looked at it more as it's got to be part of the routine? Like, how much are you embracing it? Are you looking forward to nitpicking yourself more than you did last year?
It's an everyday thing. When you want to be the best, that's things that you got to do. So I'm definitely in the film room harder than what I did last year, and I know how to because of Wormley, Taco, and Coach Madison. Has it become,
I guess, or how does it become routine? Is it more or less a thing that you have to do? How do you kind of integrate it to where it's a routine?
I make it fun because with me, I love getting better, and I love fixing my mistakes. So if I see something, I go back and watch it multiple times, and then I go and I rep it. So when it comes practice time, it'll be like I never messed up.
When you look back on last year, I mean, was there a change in the second half? I mean, we didn't see as much of you necessarily. We saw a lot of the big plays earlier in the year. What was the difference?
What you mean?
Did you feel that you wore down in the second half of the year? Did you feel that you were consistent through the whole year in terms of your play?
Whatever my number was, I feel like whenever my number was called, I did what I had to do.
Did you learn as you went through the year? I mean, do you think you were a better player by the end?
Oh yeah, no doubt. And like I said, that's through the leadership of Taco and Wormley. Just bring me along with them, and definitely Coach Madison.
Some of the recruits that come in, like Corey Malone, Hatcher, a couple other guys who are coming in, they talk about how important building relationships with you during the recruiting process was. Why was that important for you to reach out to the younger guys and kind of help them through the process?
I felt like it was only right because when I was going through what they was going through, I needed help too. And I needed people to lean on, rely on, and I just want to be that big brother for them. Like I said, how Taco and Wormley for me.
Is it strange at all for them to be looking up to you as a sort of veteran on the team when this is still your freshman year?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's just something I just got to get used to. And right now I'm embracing that leadership role, and I'm just bringing them along the way.
Are you a loud guy? I mean, are you a leader by action or?
I'm a little bit of both, but I'm probably a little bit more on the quiet side. But now I got to be more vocal, so I'm working on both.
Rashan, could you detail, I guess, like the film watching process and how it's different? I mean, are you physically taking notes, like pen and pad? I mean, can you kind of detail that a little bit?
When I talk about watching film, I go upstairs, defensive line room, got the clicker, and I'll just go over practice or go, like, at first I was going over games from last year and just looked at things that I need to get better at. Me and Coach Matty sat down. I jotted down a list of what I need to get better at. Then I went back into the film room. I looked what I need to get better at. Then I looked back at practice and see was I doing those things to get better during that season. And that's basically how my film study was. And then from there, watching how Taco pass rush, watching how Wormley pass rush, watching them how they play their run and things like that, and just taking parts of their game that I feel like I had to mind to make mine better.
What'd you write down on that list?
It's a lot. I can't say all that.
What's the chatter been like amongst all the defensive guys? Obviously, you lost 10 starters off that defense. You got a lot of guys with experience on the defensive line, but what's the chatter been like with expectations, so to speak, knowing that you lost all those guys to the pros?
Expectations, we're not going to lose a step at all. We young, we hungry, ready to go, fast moving, and just anxious and excited.
Who else has been vocal out there? Along the defensive front and just other guys in general.
Everybody on Mo Hurst, Mo Nay, Mike McCray, Devin Bush, Josh Metellus, Monet. It's basically the whole defense because we want to be great. So if we see something that we need to pick up on, then we all say it. I feel like if we have a mistake, then we all thinking it and we all saying it at the same time. So everybody out there communicating.
Early impressions of the offensive line you're going against. They obviously have to replace a lot of starters also.
Offensive line, good. It's not a slack out off from last year. Just going against them, like I said, going against the best. You gotta keep going and be the best. So right now, offensive line looking good.
Anybody jump at it? A lot of people are talking about John Runyon, Mike Onwenu. Anybody jumping out to you in particular?
To be honest, I hold front. When we going on certain plays and we gotta do a blitz and stuff. They're very stout. So offensive line looking good so far.
Rashan, Taco and Wormley both talked on Pro Day about how they have really high expectations for you, and that starts kind of now as you take on more of a role. Do you feel any, I don't want to say pressure, but to pick it up, to get closer to that level right now?
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's something I think about every day, just what I gotta do to get better and to be where they're at right now. That's basically what's gonna keep on pushing me through because they like I said, those are my big brothers and they expect a lot. So I'm definitely gonna be working.
Were you there at the Pro Day?
Yes, sir.
What's it like to watch that and know that this is in your future and everything? And were you kind of picturing yourself there a little bit?
No, not at all. I was just there supporting Wormley and Taco and just saying wow, they really about to go to the next level and just wow, I'll play with them. They coaching me up. They told me things to do. It's just cool, just watching them, just knowing I'm about to see them play.
Were you able to talk to any of the NFL personnel? Did they talk to you there or anything?
Oh no, I was just there, focused watching.
What is it like? Obviously you think highly of Taco and Chris to have that influence. To kind of maybe a touch of them a little bit, just going into the spring, be able to spread that around to everybody else. Maybe guys who didn't play with them.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's a big deal. So like I said, I was a young guy coming in. So for all the young guys, I'm trying to be a big brother for them. When it's time off the field stuff like classroom things like that, telling them where to go, what to do, and things like that, helping them with their homework. I'm just trying to be a big brother. So just how Taco Wormley is for me.
But in terms of influence, it's not like a one-year thing. Is this something that you're going to remember?
Oh yeah, that's a lifetime thing. Build relationships and keep them. And I'm always going to have contact with Wormley. I was going to have contact with Taco, and I'm just happy that I was able to be here while they was here to build that relationship.
Were the 4-hour practices eye-opening for the early enrollee guys?
It's eye-opening to me. That's my first spring practice,
Yeah,
but
right.
it was good. It was good. I liked it. You just got to keep the motor going and just keep pushing through.
Does it wear on you at all? I mean, it's only been a couple practices.
It's only the first couple practices, so not right now, but probably later.
Do you think about how much has changed for you just in a year? I mean, you were just still in high school, imagining what this was going to be, and how different things are, and you're so settled now versus last year, just imagining it in the spring.
Yeah, I guess right now I feel I now know what I'm doing. I don't need to, you feel me, question myself, things like that. I know what blocks I need to play. I know how to play them, things like that. So it's a little bit smoother now.
When did that change? Was it after the season? Was there a point during the season?
Yeah, it was towards I want to say our last 3 to 4 games. I got a hold to it now it's flowing. So I just got to keep on working on my craft, things like that, and I'll be good.
You agree with Don Brown, though? He says you and Hurst can be the best duo, best tandem in the country?
That's the goal, and yes, I do believe in it.
Why are you so sure about that?
Because I know his ability, he know mine, and we both have goals. I know his, he know mine, and we go after every practice.
So can you share some of those goals?
Can't, quiet. You see them when they accomplish stuff.
How are we going to know if we don't know what's on that?
You're going to know. There's going to be some big news. You're going to know.